This is Dr. Sanjay. He has made a significant discovery in his research. This is his department chair. She suggested herself as the corresponding author of this research paper. Why? For a broader circulation, she said. Now, the central issue is that should Dr. Sanjay allow his department chair to be the corresponding author of his research paper? Authorship. To abuse or not? That's the question.
Harm test. What will happen if Dr. Sanjay agreed to credit department chair as corresponding author and disagreed to credit department chair as corresponding author? First, we will look in aspect of human relationship. If Dr. Sanjay agreed, first, he will have a better relationship with the department chair. Second, he will not receive recognition for his work. If Dr. Sanjay disagrees, he will get recognition for his work and his effort is repaid. Second, he does not have a better relationship with the department chair. In the aspect of scientific career, if Dr. Sanjay agreed, he does not get funding and promoted or rehired. Second, he will not receive all notification related to his journal. If Dr. Sanjay disagreed, he will receive ongoing joint accountability for his postdoc's work. Department chair. What will happen if Dr. Sanjay agreed to credit her as corresponding author and disagreed to credit her as corresponding author? In aspect of human relationship, she will maintain the good relationship with Dr. Sanjay. Second, she may get bad reputation. If Dr. Sanjay disagreed, she maintain her good image as a fair department chair. In an aspect of scientific career, she will get credited and may be able to get promoted. If Dr. Sanjay disagreed, she will get additional publication counts. Second, she will not get the benefit she will have as the corresponding author. Dr. Sanjay's graduate student. In aspect of human relationship, if Dr. Sanjay agreed to credit department chair as corresponding author, first, he or she will have negative perception towards Dr. Sanjay and department chair. Second, he or she will feel that their contributions in research being snatched by the department chair. If Dr. Sanjay disagrees, their contributions in research will be known by the community. Second, department chair may stress on them. In aspects of scientific career, it will demotivate him or her in continuing their research paper in the future if Dr. Sanjay agrees. If Dr. Sanjay disagrees, he or she will be motivated to do quality research in the future. Second, learn how to overcome similar situations in the future. Scientific community. In aspects of human relationship, if Dr. Sanjay agreed to credit department chair as corresponding author, it will encourage unethical practice in scientific community. If Dr. Sanjay disagrees, researchers may focus on how to increase publication and citation counts, but not the research itself. In aspect of scientific career, if Dr. Sanjay agreed, first, the paper will be more widely circulated. Second, it will demotivate other researchers as someone else can take credit of their work. If Dr. Sanjay disagrees, first, researchers will work harder as there is no shortcut to gain fame and respect. Second, the paper will be less widely circulated. The last one, public. What will happen if Dr. Sanjay agreed to credit department chair as corresponding author and disagree? In aspect of human relationship, it will increase the assurance of public towards that particular paper. Second, public is being deceived. If Dr. Sanjay disagrees, first, public's right to get correct information is obeyed. Second, public will acknowledge the ideas and effort of the researchers who done the work. In aspects of scientific career, if Dr. Sanjay agrees, they cannot refer to the correct author if they have a problem regarding the paper. If Dr. Sanjay disagrees, the paper may not be widespread. Conclusion or harm test. Harm test supports the idea of disagreeing with the credit of department chair as corresponding author but as co-author. From the analysis and interpretation of opinions, there are more advantages than disadvantages to recognize the department chair as co-author. Relationships among Dr. Sanjay, his graded student, and the department chair is maintained in a good way. Integrity of scientific publishing is maintained as well. Besides that, all of the three parties can get promoted, which is important for their future development since their hard work is acknowledged by the scientific community and the public.
Fifth test. A translation of Majjhima Nikaya 41 said that a certain person give up lying. They are summoned to a council, an assembly, a family meeting, a guide, or to the royal court and asked to bear witness. Please, mister, say what you know. Not knowing, they say I don't know. Knowing, they say I know. Not seeing, they say I don't see. And seeing, they say I see. From this translation, it shows that the teaching of Buddhism emphasizes honesty in life. We should abandon false speech and seek for truthfulness and honesty. In Islam, Prophet Muhammad warned us of the dangers inherent in dishonesty and the benefits of living in an honest way. He said, truthfulness leads to righteousness, and righteousness leads to paradise. A man keeps on telling the truth until he becomes a truthful person. Falsehood leads to weakness and evil doing, and weakness leads to the fire, which is hell. And a man may keep on telling lies till he is written before God as a liar. Sahih al-Bukhari, chapter 79, hadith 694. This shows that Islam orders the Muslim to tell the truth even if it is against his own interests, and orders him not to cheat or deceive other people. A Muslim is ordered by Allah to be honest in his words and deeds, privately and publicly alike. Lastly, in Christian, Timothy 2 verses 15 state that, do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth. What we can get is we must have to correctly handle the word of truth. The conclusion of faith test is, from the perspective of Buddhism, Islam and Christianity, honesty is the value that in line with the teaching of all three religions. One should be truthful in whatever situation. On the contrary, dishonesty is a dangerous action that can lead to bad consequences. In Dr. Sanjay's situation, he should not let his department chair be the corresponding author because she did not make equivalent contributions. Since she is not qualified as the corresponding author, she should not get the credit as it is form of dishonesty. In other words, credit for a research work should be given according to researcher's contribution, not any other parameters such as wealth, power and relationship, which is in accordance with the value honesty.
Professional tests. First, international. According to International Community of Medical Journals Section 2A.3 ICMJE recommends that authorship must be based on the following four criteria. First, substantial contributions to the conception or design of the work, or the accusation, analysis, or interpretation of data for the work. Second, drafting the work critically for important intellectual content. Third, final approval of the version to be published. Fourth, agreement to be accountable for all aspects of the work in ensuring the work are appropriately investigated and resolved. Second, local. According to the Malaysia Code of Responsible Conduct in Research, which is National Science Council 2017, Section 10 states that persons who do not qualify for authorship should not be offered as authors. Guest authors and ghost authors are not acceptable. The following itself does not merit authorship. First, head of department or position of authority. Second, technical contribution with no intellectual contribution. Third, routine assistance, accusation of funding or general supervision of the research team. Fourth, providing publish data or materials from third parties, but without intellectual contribution. Conclusion for professional tests. Based on the International Committee of Medical Journals section, there are a few criteria for the department chair before she gets credited as authorship, and the department chair must follow all the criteria. According to the Malaysia Code of Responsible Conduct in Research, there are a few people that should not get merit authorship for itself, and one of them is head of department or position of authority. This shows that the department chair can't use her position as head department as a reason for her to be credited as the authorship for the research. Also, since the department chair does not have all the criteria for the authorship, she does not qualify at all to be authorship. Therefore, the department chair should not be credited as corresponding author.
Publicity tests should not be published since there are some uncertainty and duplicity issues among the authors and researchers. Judgment from the public should be avoided so that the reputation and image of the scientific community is maintained in a good way. Lastly, conclusion for publicity tests. Documentation of research findings are very important as they pave the way for future research and make the findings more comprehensive. Therefore, we as researchers must follow the ethics of authorship to practice good scientific integrity. Scientific integrity encompasses a variety of processes related to scientific research and reporting. True scientific integrity requires that the researcher or author be objective, complete, fair, and accurate in reporting results of scientific work. Besides, integrity also requires that appropriate credit be given in authorship to all who participated sufficiently, and that only those who participated sufficiently be recognized.
Authorship to abuse of not, that's the question. Final decision. Dr. Sanjay and his team should not agree to the department chair as the corresponding author, but on the other hand, they can let her be one of the co-author. Dr. Sanjay and his graduate student can take their credit as the postdoc work was done by them. The department chair will not stress on them in the future due to their disagreement with letting her to be the corresponding author but as a co-author. The department chair should follow the ethics of authorship by practicing good scientific integrity. In conclusion, the department chair should not be the corresponding author, but she still can be merited as a co-author.